Hi folks, Happy New Year. This is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. 2025 has started off cold and it will stay that way for the foreseeable as north or northwesterly winds prevail. Snow and hail showers in the forecast, mostly near to windward coasts, and then we've got a more widespread zone of snow expanding its way northwards across the country from later Saturday into Sunday. The chart for Friday is looking like this. Pressure is fairly high. We've got extensively very cold air with sub-zero temperatures widely across the mountains. Terrain is extensively frozen from lower elevations upwards. Nearest to the western coast, you'll find the freezing level is perhaps as high as 500 or 600 metres. We've got a strong northwesterly wind, bitterly cold across the higher terrain, speeds at around 30 miles per hour over high tops in Scotland at times will make it feel nearer to -10 or -15. Some snow showers and flurries across more northern and northwestern coastal districts in the Highlands, one or two of those getting further inland at times, and a band of showers may just reach the western side of the Pennines. Some showers toward the coast in West Wales as well, a mix of snow and some refrozen rain in there at times. Saturday maintains the cold conditions with terrain extensively frozen, again away from the immediate coasts in the west. Some snow and hail showers will affect these coastal mountains at times, but away from the coast, a largely fine day with some variable cloud and some sunshine, best of that toward the eastern side of the Highlands. Western mountains more often shrouded in cloud though throughout the day. The wind, fairly light to moderate westerly across the Highlands, will feel bitterly cold again though in exposure over the top, speeds at around 20 or 25 miles per hour. Across England and Wales, turning to the south or southeast, and light winds for a good part of daylight will start to strengthen, particularly across South Wales through the afternoon as a frontal system is approaching. That will bring the risk of snow increasingly setting in across Wales later in the day. By the time we get to Sunday, that weather system will be pushing increasingly northwards with the prospects for some heavy and extensive snowfall across North England and into southern Scotland. Still some uncertainty how far that gets into the Highlands, how far across the central belt even is uncertain at this stage. Easterly winds will be strong to gale force across much of northern Britain. Across Wales, a spell of snow, which may well be substantial, is likely to turn to rain, may finish eventually back as snow as temperatures and freezing levels really fluctuate as that weather system comes through. Do be prepared for some rather icy conditions and the prospects for some snow melt in the mix for Wales though. The wind here, variable during the day, again has the risk of being gale force at least for a time. This is how the modelled snow depth situation plays out from midday Saturday onwards into the evening. There's the snow that appears very quickly across Wales and extends northwards through northern England through Saturday night into early Sunday. How much of that snow gets washed away across Wales into early Sunday is open to question. I think across the mountains at least much of it will remain, but there will be some thawing and lower elevations is likely to turn much wetter here. Northern England and into southern Scotland though, that snow extensive and accumulating to some quite sizable depths, and further into the Highlands too, possibly heading onwards later Sunday into Monday, and that snow cover on the ground is expected to stay put right the way through the week as we have some cold conditions that do prevail. The temperature and indeed the freezing level situation onwards into next week is perhaps the most confident part of the forecast further ahead, as cold conditions are very likely to continue and indeed terrain frozen with snow cover to low elevations throughout the week ahead. This then just takes you onwards through midweek with some hard frosts overnight into the valleys and glens, temperatures well down below freezing at times right the way through the week. The low pressure system that's responsible for the weekend snowfall will still be around through later Sunday into Monday, and how much of that is still falling across the Highlands open to question, but northern regions in particular facing into that northerly wind are likely to see some further snowfalls. That low pressure system will continue to move away towards Scandinavia, leaving us under that cold northerly flow, again with showers of snow and hail coming inland from the coasts facing north and northwest as a regular feature of next week's weather. Further into central parts of Scotland and down the Pennines, more often drier and sunnier. Complications then we need to watch for will surround the next little areas of low pressure trying to approach from the southwest, which may well steer away into France, and how strong does high pressure remain further northwest in terms of blocking the longer term pattern and keeping us colder. Those are things to watch as we go further into the month. For the next week ahead at least, though, we're thinking about a properly wintry story across the mountains, so do go prepared for that. That is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. Thanks for watching.